Congratulations on this. I thought you did such a wonderful job.
Thank you.
And before we start talking about the film, I just want to know, how baseball savvy were you or are you before going in?
I wouldn't say I'm savvy. I definitely am I enjoy baseball, and I enjoy going to games and sort of the way that sports and baseball bring people together as a community, and sort of how it just, there's always such a feeling of nostalgia and just the smells of the field, and yeah, I always get excited to go to games.
As a kid, did you go with your dad to any
I
games?
did. One of my first memories with my dad was at it was the Denver Bears, which was a minor league. And I remember going with him, and I felt very special.
Yeah, nothing like it. I was talking to Justin about the same thing. Yeah, such great memories. And
yes, exactly.
It makes you really connect with your parent, I would think.
It does. It feels very special to be at I don't know why, it just does.
Yeah, no, it's cool. You remember that your whole life.
You do.
And then, of course, in this film, you play Clint Eastwood's daughter, and there's some conflicts going on there.
There's a little bit of tension.
Just a little.
Yeah.
But do you even have time when you get on set to kind of look at yourself and go, am I intimidated? It's Clint Eastwood.
I spend a lot of time before I'm working with him kind of thinking about that I'm intimidating. I mean, intimidating, yes, that's what it is. But when I get there, there's such a job to be done, and I really have to push that aside, especially to play his daughter, who really goes toe-to-toe with him a lot. I had to push that to the side and try to just,
Go for it.
Go for it,
Yeah.
exactly.
What do you learn from working with a man like that?
Well, Clint, he's involved in so many aspects of filmmaking, and so to see the way that the group of people around him rallies around him, they're all such hard workers, and they have so much respect and loyalty for him, but he has a lot of respect and loyalty to them as well. And to see that kind of community, it helped remind me of what it really means to create a work family, and it's something that I would love to be a part of.
Yeah. What kind of preparation did you do? Because you were pretty good on that field.
Thank you. I worked with a baseball coach, so that was imperative because I have very little skills in that arena. So I had to work really hard to just even be comfortable catching a ball, let alone look like it was second nature.
No, it really did. I mean,
Oh,
wow,
good.
really catching. And then,
Thank you.
you get to go clogging with Justin Timberlake.
It's not the worst thing I've ever done. Yeah. No, it was a lot of fun. Justin has such an ease about him, and he definitely brought that to set, and I really felt like we just had such an easy relationship when the camera was off, so it just kind of came across on camera. I think he's fantastic in the film.
Yeah, I think everybody is, really.
Oh,
like
thank
when
you.
you look at it, Amy, and you look at your career, and you've worked with so many amazing actors and directors, do you still find that on every single set you're still like being a sponge and that you're learning?
I hope so. Otherwise, I don't really see the point in doing it. I'm not someone who can just show up for a paycheck. I really have to be invested and have to care. So I definitely try to learn something from everybody and improve and grow and challenge myself. And otherwise, I don't know if I could work as hard as we work.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I would think it would have to scare you, like, to take something on, and that
Everything.
would be a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. This is more contemporary than I feel that I've ever played. I think maybe once before in Sunshine Cleaning. That's the only time I can think that I've played someone truly contemporary, and someone that is more like myself, because I like to hide in my characters. That's really safe for me. I love that. But to have to play someone that probably would be my friend, or things that play someone I have a lot in common with, it felt a lot more vulnerable than I felt in the past, and that was strange.
Yeah, and she puts up walls too, right? Because
Yeah.
of how she was brought up.
Oh,
and,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing I do love about this movie too, it's not just about the baseball and all that, but it's so about the relationships, and it really makes you think about your own parents, their mortality, the whole thing, and now you being a mom.
Yeah.
Really, it's got to play into how you take on the role, I would think.
Yeah, it definitely does, and especially being a mom and kind of looking at extended family and realizing that I want my daughter to have, I'm going to have to work a little bit harder in my relationships so that she can have good relationships with my extended family, because I tend to be so just so insular. I'm very independent, but I want her to know everybody. So that means I'm going to have to put out a little more effort, a lot more effort. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You've had such a wonderful career and such
Thank
great
you.
performances, but when you look back at it, what was the role for you that just completely turned your life around?
Junebug. that was the one. I mean, definitely Catch Me If You Can sort of let me know that I could do it. And then Junebug was the first time I didn't think about it. You know, I just was, I felt really invested in the character, and so it was turned around before the reaction. I sort of felt like I just did something different.
Yeah.
You know, I did it a different way. It was the first time I totally went into something with a different attitude, and it just opened up so many doors for me.
Right, and then of course it
just
got
really did.
acknowledged with the Oscar.
It was amazing, and then, you know, it allowed me to be cast in Enchanted, and I just keep working, and I'm really grateful.
Are we going to see you do more musical stuff?
I did a musical this summer in Central Park.
Yes.
I would love to. I would love to. They don't make that many of them, and so it's, you know, I don't know. I hope there's another one in my future.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
more Muppets too. We got to have more Muppets.
Well, they're making another Muppets. I'm not in it, but they're making another. Well, you know, I know.
What is it?
I don't know if I have the energy to do that again.
Well, even work with Jason Segel, you need the energy.
You
right?
do. He's great, isn't he?
He's
He's so
fantastic.
funny.
Yeah. So what is it when you get a script? What do you see? Like, what, you know, pulls you towards? Okay, I want to do that role.
There's a lot of different things. I mean, with this one, I think that the contemporary aspect, it was something I hadn't seen, the exploration between father and daughter relationships, but done in a way that I didn't feel was overly dramatic. There was a lot of levity and a lot of laughs to be had too, and I that was the first thing that I was really drawn to. And then, of course, working with Clint Eastwood, and then Justin came on later, and I was actually so excited that he was on the film, and he just brought such a great energy and light and life to the set.
Yeah. Very quickly, we're going to see you soon next year in your first superhero film. Can you just
Yes.
tell me a little bit, like, how amazing it feels to play Lois Lane?
It feels pretty good. Speaking of being intimidated, I was definitely intimidated by taking that on, but Margot Kidder was such a huge influence to me when I was a kid. So I just thought, you know, it's a great opportunity to go out there and play, again, a modern woman. I said this before, I really love superhero movies, but I don't see myself as someone, I'm a little pigeon-toed, so like I'm never gonna be the girl in latex looking hot running pigeon-toed. So I figured this was my only chance to be in one of these films, and I hope that just to set sort of a good role model for girls.
Oh, I'm sure you were on. Henry
Yeah.
Cavill ain't shabby.
I just can't. You can't even look in his eyes. It just makes me giggle. He's just delicious and such a nice guy.
Well, you're tremendous in everything
Thank
you do.
you.
Best of luck with everything.
Thank
and
you
always
so
lovely
much.
talking to you. Thank you,
Of
Amy.
course. Nice